Hello guys, some people ask me how to use Korg Radias as drum machine, bass machine and synth at the same time. As most of you may know that it's multi-timbral instrument, it can play back up to 4 timbres at the same time. And the second question is how to use Arturia Beatstep Pro as one of the greatest sequences, hardware sequences for making beats and synth sequences. You know that Beatstep Pro can provide 3 sequences at the same time, one for drums, 2 for melody. So let's see how to connect Beatstep Pro to Korg Radias to make this kind of machine that can do everything. Sequences, melodies, drums, synths, basses and so on, just with the 2 devices. The controller, the sequencer and the synth itself. I prepared some connections I'm gonna show you. First of all, Beatstep Pro has power supply with USB and MIDI out with this connector goes to Radias MIDI in. Nothing else is connected to Radias but the master output. Beatstep Pro has power supply by this power bank. And now let's do the first settings. So I have the initial page, just a single oscillator. Let's see how to turn this timbre into drum timbre. Here we see 1, 2, 3, 4 timbres. At the moment we use only the first one. Let's change it to the drum timbre. We push yes to edit the program. Then we go to command page. And in this command page we can use these page buttons or just click command 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 and go to the page drum timbre. Let's make it on. And here we choose which of the 4 timbres are going to be drums. Timbre 1, 2, 3, 4. In my case, it's going to be the first one. Next, kit number 1, 2, 3. Here we can choose the timbre of our drum kit. 808, 909, percussive, acoustic, deep, and so on. Then the next thing we should do, we push timbre, and we see these settings. What we should do on the timbre 1, we should change the MIDI channel for receiving the messages. Let's choose the first channel, and then on the Beatstep Pro, on the drum channel, we should choose the same MIDI channel as on the Radias. In our case, it's channel 1. Select drum, then press and hold channel, and you see the colors represent the MIDI channel for each line. So by pushing a number, we choose the MIDI channel. So in our case, it should be channel 1. And now, let's play. So we can just play these pads, or we can use the sequencer. I push play. And so on and so forth. So the drum sequence is being played. Now let's add bassline. What we are gonna do, we may quit the edit menu, then press and hold no, exit and choose timbre 2. And you see the second timbre is added. Now select it and let's choose the MIDI channel for this timbre. Again I press timbre. Then on this page I may leave the initial page or choose any preset on Radias that is saved at the moment. So I just dial this knob and choose Moog Bass. Then again I press page where I should choose the MIDI channel for my bass. It's gonna be channel 2. Then again, let's go back to our Beatstep Pro. My yellow line is going to be for bass. So again, I choose sequencer 2, hold channel, and choose number 2 for this yellow line is going to be for my bass. And I can already play it. Change the octave. And I can make a sequence. Then the next thing, let's add some pads. Activate another timbre, number 3. select it, edit, again timbre, and I'm gonna choose some pads for my third channel, I guess this one. Now we can make our setup a bit more complicated, but for playing it's much more easier. What I mean, we're gonna add to our setup Keystep Pro. So now how are we going to connect all the three things together? Let me show you. First of all, I'm gonna unplug this MIDI from Radias and connect it to Keystep input. Then I take another MIDI cable, connect MIDI output from Keystep to Korg Radias MIDI input. So what we have, the signal from Beatstep Pro, all its sequences go to Keystep. I was going to say it Keystep Pro, but unfortunately it's just Keystep, not Pro. Then from Keystep MIDI out, it goes to Radias in. So Keystep plays the role of MIDI through and out at the same time. So in Radias we have the sum of the signals, all MIDI channels from Beatstep Pro, some channels from Keystep, and Radias gets a lot of things at the same time. And again, let's set our third timbre to the channel 3. And then on the Keystep I should choose the channel 3 as well. So for this I press and hold Shift and choose the third key and push it. So now Keystep is set to MIDI channel 3. So I may start the sequences and play all three channels at the same time. I hope this video is useful for Radias owners or Beatstep Pro owners. Now you can combine all the things together and actually play a whole track with just a few devices, because Radias is multi-timbral. It can play back drums, bass, synth, leads, bass, and whatever. You should just control it in the right way from your controllers or sequences. So see you in next videos. Goodbye guys.